Our team of investigators has been digging into Robinson's past.
Yeah, we continue our team coverage with Daniela Rivera live from the newsroom right now on what we have learned about him so far. Daniela?
Well, as we've spent the day trying to piece together information on Tyler Robinson, we've spent a lot of time debunking misinformation that's been rampant online. That includes a false rumor that Robinson's father was a longtime sheriff's deputy in Washington County. That is not true, according to the Washington County Sheriff's Office. Here's what we do know this evening, and this is information we've confirmed through local officials and public records. Robinson is 22 years old and lived in southern Utah. According to the Utah Board of Higher Education, he's a third-year student in the electrical apprenticeship program at Dixie Technical College in St. George. He also briefly attended Utah State University for one semester in 2021. Online court records show he has no adult criminal history prior to this arrest, and the courts confirmed to us he has no juvenile history either. According to court records, a family member told investigators Robinson had become more political in recent years. State records show he's registered as an unaffiliated voter, but his status is inactive, meaning he hasn't voted in two regular general elections. The same state voter registration site appears to show Robinson's parents are both active voters and registered Republicans. Investigators found inscriptions engraved on the bullet casings. One said, quote, "Hey, fascist, catch." Another included homophobic messaging. There's a lot more to dig into here, and we'll keep reporting information as we get it confirmed through official sources. For now, we'll send it back to the studio.
All right, good work, Daniela. Thank you very much. Discord is now pushing back here on what the governor and investigators are saying about the suspect using the app after the shooting and talking about the weapon. KSL investigator Daniela Rivera has been looking into this, joins us now live in the newsroom to explain. Daniela?
Well, this morning, Governor Cox shared information with reporters that was also filed in a probable cause affidavit in the case, including that the suspect's roommate had showed investigators messages on Discord with a contact named Tyler.
The content of these messages included messages affiliated with the contact Tyler, stating a need to retrieve a rifle from a drop point, leaving the rifle in a bush.
Cox said the messages also mentioned the rifle being left wrapped in a towel and referenced a scope and engraving on bullets. Discord's been linked to mass shootings in the past, but in this case, a company spokesperson told us in a statement they're working with law enforcement, but that messages Cox talked about don't appear to be Discord messages. They're saying in part, in the course of our investigation, we identified a Discord account associated with the suspect, but have found no evidence that the suspect planned this incident or promoted violence on Discord. The messages referenced in recent reporting about planning details do not appear to be Discord messages. These were communications between the suspect's roommate and a friend after the shooting, where the roommate was recounting the contents of a note the suspect had left elsewhere. Discord told us they removed the suspect's account for violating their policy and said they strongly condemn violence of any kind. We have reached out to the Attorney General's office seeking clarity this evening as the AG's office filed the affidavit with the same information that Governor Cox was sharing with journalists today. We haven't gotten clarity on that yet, but we will keep you updated as we learn more. Back to you.
Maybe tough on a Friday. We'll hopefully get them next week. All right, thanks so much, Daniela. Our team's been talking to witnesses who are still processing what they saw out there and how it fits in a bigger wave of political violence across the country.
KSL investigator Daniela Rivera joins us with insight on that experience. Daniela?
Well, that's right. One of those witnesses told us he agreed with Kirk on some issues but differed on others and planned to ask a question at the event, something he says the shooter in this case could have chosen to do.
He could have gone up to the mic and asked Charlie any question, and Charlie would welcome the conversation. But instead, he chooses the cowardly way out.
That's Ryan DeVries. He's been watching closely to learn more about a motive in the shootings. He told us he agrees with Governor Spencer Cox and other state officials who say political violence is unacceptable.
We can have political discourse, and it can be cordial, and it can be, agree to disagree, but I understand your viewpoints and you understand my viewpoints, and we're gonna walk away from that understanding each other better.
Ryan told us he hopes the shooting won't have a chilling effect on people going to rallies and voicing their beliefs. Guys.
All right, good insight there. Daniela Rivera live for us tonight. Daniela, thank you.